Hi, my name's Aaron Sanders, and this is my mock interview video for a digital content creator for RealPause in Chicago, Illinois. The first of my 5 questions is, why did you decide to apply for this job? I decided to apply for this job for several reasons. First and foremost, I'm an animal lover who wants to showcase my creative skills in an environment that would merge two of my positions. If I could work for a company in a creative capacity while promoting an animal inclusive lifestyle, that would be two dreams coming true for me at the same time. I also live in the greater Chicago area, and commuting to and from work would not be a problem. Many companies offer remote work in this field scope, but I'd like to think that there's more value in a direct and personal setting. The second question is, what are your long-term career goals and what are you doing to achieve them? My long-range career goals are to build a resume highlighting my creative writing experience. I've been successful wearing many different hats in the past, but my heart always seems to follow the creative side of my professional roles that I've acquired. I'm pursuing a master's degree in the fall with the same goal in mind. A career filled with taking ideas and watching them become tangible and visual references to people with like minded passions. At some point, I'd like to develop to the degree that I could consult on projects for a handful of companies at once. My own consulting company would be a dream come true. What is important to you in a job? There are several things that I value in a job. However, it is extremely important to me to work in an environment where everyone's ideas are considered with the same impact. I've often encountered along my professional journey what I'd like to call the inner circle. What I mean by this is it's a select group of people who keep most of the information that is relevant to success within the company to themselves. I'd much rather be a part of a team that still understands that a company can grow to even greater heights when everyone's voice is heard. Another important factor would be a place that recognizes a healthy work-life balance. I know this is important everywhere, but when speaking to a creative role, I feel this is of great importance. Burnout from an overly aggressive schedule will show in the type of work submitted time and again. I'd like to think that I'm at my best when there's balance. The next question is, give me an example of a difficult decision you've made. The hardest decision I've made in the last year or so was whether or not to put my education on hold. Family hardship almost made me walk away from a goal I've had for many years. In the end, I decided to keep fighting for what I think holds the key to my happily ever after. Looking back on all the late homework nights, raising a toddler on my own, and working a full-time job, it's amazing I've come this far. I don't take that for granted. Has everything been perfect? Of course not. But I've learned a tenacity I did not know I possessed, and I think I could aim some of it in the direction of a company's needs and goals. I think that problem solving is a skill you only acquire in a field full of challenges, and I've done that. The next question is, where do you see yourself in 5 years? In 5 years, I'd like to have a solid foot in the door at a company that allows my creativity to flourish. I'd have a solid foundation of education paired with some real experience. I'd like to begin leading some project campaigns and sharing my expertise with the next wave of creators joining my workplace. I'd love to have traveled for work by then. Maybe have my name appear in credits that lead to other amazing job opportunities. I'd like to have built a reputation for uncompromising quality in my workplace and a name known by the peers in my field. Finally, I'd love to see myself settled and yet advancing in whatever I put my hands to accomplish. If there were any follow-up questions I would ask, it would be these. What, in your experience with the company, are the tools needed for success? I think that this is an important question because you could hear from someone in the company what they themselves use to be successful and then incorporate that into whatever you would be doing for the company. The second question would be, how has the landscape changed within the company as new technologies have been made available? The reason I ask this question is because technology is changing faster and faster, and I'd like to see how quick the company adapts to that. And I believe the quicker and smoother the transition to the new technology probably points to the future success of the company. Finally, my follow up question would be, what research or background information should I investigate to further understand the company dynamic? Just, in the know kind of research suggestion where I could deepen my knowledge of the company. Yes, there's a lot of things available on the web today, but to actually talk to a person who's hiring within the company, I think that they would have a greater degree of understanding to just what exactly that company needs and a way for me to get that information. So that's my mock interview. Thanks.